I have to be honest. Xbox guys, including myself, we would say wait to E3. You guys need to wait to E3 to see what new upcoming IPs Xbox announce. And because of us saying that, a lot of Xbox haters would always say, these Xbox guys always saying wait to E3. It's always wait to E3 and Xbox didn't deliver. Ha ha ha. I'm going to be honest about it. Xbox hasn't shown a new IP in a while, first party IP. But I'm going to tell you guys, there's a big difference between Xbox in 2017, 2018 compared to Xbox in 2021. I know you guys understand where I'm coming from. I think it's pretty obvious what the difference is. Now, with that being said, Jeff Grubb is a guy that I have quoted tons of times on this channel, on my podcast. The reason I quote the guy so much is because he seems to have legitimate sources in the industry, the gaming industry. And most of the times when he says things, they turn out to be right. So when Jeff Grubb speaks, we listen. The whole gaming community listens to what this guy has to say. And yesterday on his little show called Jeff Grubb's Summer's Games Mess, he said some very interesting things regarding Bethesda and Xbox and this upcoming E3. Now, we all know that Bethesda is part of Xbox, but people wasn't sure. Are they still going to have separate shows? Are they going to be one big show? Well, Jeff Grubb talked about this topic.
In the past, I've spoken about Xbox and Bethesda and how their E3 showcase will be kind of separate, but under the same umbrella. And I think in recent weeks, they've decided to make it even closer and make it feel like more of like one big show. I think there's still going to be a lot of planning that happens slightly separately, but when they present it to the public, I think it's going to feel more like, here is the Xbox E3 showcase, and here's the Xbox segment, here's the Bethesda segment, but they're sort of just going to go one then the other really quickly, and it's going to feel like this is it's going to probably have the same sort of theming, and it's going to feel all kind of as one big thing. That's not too different from what I've said in the past, but I do think that they're leaning more toward presenting this as one giant showcase instead of two showcases that sort of like have a break in the middle. Like there probably won't be a break at all anymore.
This is great news to know that Xbox and Bethesda will still have two separate shows, but they're going to be closer to one whole show because all of this stuff will be Xbox first-party content. I'm assuming there will also be some third-party games. Listen, I'm a gamer. I also play third-party games, not just exclusives. So, man, this is some snooze that has me absolutely excited because let's be honest, guys, E3 is only a month away. E3 is only a month away. Last year, we know we didn't have an E3. Last year was just a complete shit show. Everything was changed and, it was a crazy year last year. This year is better, still crazy, but much better. And to know that we're going to have an actual E3, I know it's not going to have fans, but I'm assuming there's going to be some type of stage presence from the from Xbox and some of the big third parties that's having shows. So I'm excited about this, man. But there's one more thing I want to talk about before I get out of here is I'm getting a lot of comments on my videos and in my podcast that these Xbox haters are still saying Xbox has no games. Okay, technically, we don't have any release dates for all of the games they have announced. We know Halo Infinite's coming out this year. We are hearing Starfield might come out this year. Forza Horizon 5. We know all of the games they announced last year. Fable, State of Decay 3. All of those big games. Perfect Dark, Hellblade 2. So Xbox has announced so many games, and I'm starting to believe that some of these Xbox haters are starting to be worried because one of their favorite narratives is about to come to an end soon. Xbox has no games has been a narrative for years. And that narrative will soon be done. And those guys are running out of narratives, and they know that narrative will soon be dead. But they will find something else. They will start to say sales, right? PlayStation 5 is selling more than the Xbox, or Metacritic scores. Xbox game doesn't have a Metacritic score as high as The Last of Us 2, or Game of the Year contenders. Xbox doesn't have any Game of the Year contenders, unless they will, right? Who knows? Unless they will have a game with high Metacritic scores. They might have some games named like nominated for Game of the Year. So I'm just telling you, Xbox haters, is go ahead and continue to use those narratives while you still can, because soon those narratives will be done for, and you guys will be done for. You will have nothing else to say. All right? Well, anyway, guys, I'm about to get out of here. This is great news. E3 is a month away. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to see what's being shown. I would love to see some gameplay of some of the games they have already announced. So this is going to be huge, man. This is going to be huge. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble upon my channel and you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.